Good evening, everyone. Hello and welcome to Startup Job in Apex Masterclass series, where we bring masters from different fields to share their insights with you. I am Umar Shankar, co-founder of Startup Job in, which is a dedicated job portal for startups and MSME. Today, we are going to discuss on a very important topic, which is we will briefly discuss about the Indian Oil Startup Scheme. This masterclass series is a weekly learning platform to provide specific tips to startup founders, recruiters, and job seekers. Apex is all about sharing the topics for the benefits of these stakeholders. We have got Mr. Shailesh Tiwari, who is Chief General Manager with Indian Oil Corporation. Indian Oil Corporation is his first job, and he has got over 25 years of experience. Out of this, 8 years experience in corporate HR, in design, assessment and development of leadership competency. Presently, he is in a business leadership role. As far as his education goes, he is a mechanical engineer, MTech from IIT Kanpur. He has done 4 months management education program from IIM Ahmedabad, and he has also done MBA from IIM Lucknow. He is he has been well recognized by the industry. He has got Excellence in Practice Award from Association of Talent Development USA in year 2015. He which was received by him at Florida during Global HRD. He also has got an award from IFTD, which was received in Dubai for the Best Paper Award. He has been well regarded in the HR industry, as well as now he is into general management leadership position as well. Now we would like to understand that IOCL, what kind of startup scheme you have got in your organization,
Yeah,
and how is it only about cash or is it about mentorship? What kind of benefits IOCL is providing to startup, and how to apply, and what kind of process is that?
excellent USA. That I would say is a seamless transition from our first, interval ke pehle ka movie to the next part of the interval. We moved to Indian Oil Startup Scheme, and before I really share with you the tits and bits of the scheme, एक broad understanding of the startup ecosystem, my own limited understanding I would like to share with you. लोग सिलिकॉन वैली की बात करते थे since long, and all these Googles of the world have actually grown from there, right? And then we had our own Silicon Valley in terms of the IT related startups at Bangalore. And then Hyderabad, and the startup ecosystem worked. But it actually worked because of the brilliance of some of the startup founders. It didn't work because our startup ecosystem was great, right? So some of those early age founders, they had put their heart and soul into startup, their own startup, and that's how companies like Infosys and few other companies were built, right? In fact, that reminds me of my IIT Kanpur days. That was in the year 1994, long time back. So then Infosys was just set up, and they would come and they would recruit guys from there, and people would wonder what this company is all about. So from there also, college also, people who joined that company, they were having all these traits which I mentioned about. They were eager to take that risk and join a small company and grow with that, right? Instead of taking the conventional choice of joining a large multinational or a big company. So that was then. So what I was mentioning is, in spite of the startup ecosystem not being there, एक कंपनी सेटअप करने में कभी इंडिया में 100 डेज लगते थे, यूएस में वो लेस देन 10 डेज लगते थे उस टाइम में. So 100 days just for getting licenses and all that, and it was a tough task then. So, but slowly things have improved in India also. So closer to late, early 2000s, this after 2000, in fact, Y2K का उस समय जमाना हुआ था और उसके बाद बहुत सारे कंपनीज आए थे और बहुत सारे कंपनीज मार्केट से बाहर भी चले गए थे. तो वहां से गवर्नमेंट हैड स्टार्टेड slowly building the startup ecosystem, and companies like us, we were not really into this space at that point of time. Was in the startup skill India and startup India, these were the projects taken up by government of India in a big way around 2014 or so, right? तो वहां पे ये हुआ था कि स्टार्टअप इंडिया का जो मेन थीम था, एंड माय फ्रेंड्स हु आर लिसनिंग टू मी, दे मे बी नोइंग दिस, उसमें क्या था कि कॉर्पोरेट्स लाइक अस आल्सो, which are large corporates. Indian Oil is, I will share one slide with you, is the largest corporation in India in terms of revenues. So ऐसे भी जो corporations है, they should also invest in the startup ecosystem and mentor and nurture these few startups. So what government thought कि एक तो individual brilliance है, so only few startups would come into existence. एक गवर्नमेंट कितना सपोर्ट करेगा, हाँ, so you can't leave everything for the government to do. So जैसे एक CSR का एग्जाम्पल, the other day we were discussing, you gave this example of CSR. CSR was made mandatory as part of the Companies Act itself. हाँ, कि भाई जो कंपनी इस एनवायरमेंट में ऑपरेट करता है, दे शुड ऑल्सो कॉन्ट्रीब्यूट टूवर्ड्स द सोसाइटी, सो कॉर्पोरेट सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. तो बोथ प्राइवेट एंड पब्लिक सेक्टर कंपनीज. So startup scheme also, government gave this clarion call to these big corporates that you also create some startup fund, and it should not be limited to only funding or distributing money. It should be as if you are going into the startup space. So you, as a company also, you should also commit to that startup space, was what was told. Okay. So we, in Indian Oil, we started with a startup fund, which is close to 30 crore rupees per annum. And we have target or ambition or objective of nurturing, say, close to 15 startups in each round. So we have completed 2 rounds, and I will show we started in 18 only. So 17, this startup scheme came. So we look at the startups as our partners, and we make sure, or we try at least, that they excel both in terms of getting the desired product or service delivered, but also in terms of their commercialization, their reach to the market and things like that. So उस aim से जो Indian Oil startup scheme आया था, with your permission, I'll show you some facts. Otherwise, I'll keep on talking the whole day. So मैंने सोचा क्यों ना कुछ डेटा के साथ बात करते हैं. So this is how, if I am visible, this is how Indian Oil startup scheme started. And जो मैं बोल रहा था कि एक स्लाइड ही दिखाऊंगा, it's very difficult to capture Indian Oil in one slide. But before we talk about Indian Oil startup, just take a look at Indian Oil, which is known as the energy of India. It is the largest refiner in the country. It has the largest pipeline network in the country. It has almost 50% market share in terms of these products like petrol, diesel, जिसको MSHSD बोलते हैं. And to share with all of you, Indian Oil is not limited only to petrol and diesel. It is also the second largest player in petrochemical space, the second largest player in gas space, and exploration production में भी हमारे 10 domestic blocks हैं, 12 overseas blocks हैं, and it has strong focus and foundation on R&D. So Indian Oil as a company has 1,000 active patents. We are focusing on alternate and renewable energy. We are also looking to move towards e-mobility, battery, HCNG, hydrogen fuel cells, and things like that. So we are looking at the future. As Indian Oil, we are future ready. As part of our nation building initiative, we are also investing in startup and skill development and such schemes. And as I mentioned, we have a rupees 30 crore fund to for seed capital of almost 15 startup, up to 15 startup. So कुछ facts आप लोग के साथ share करते हैं. Since we started, 2 rounds of funding has been completed. So we have started new. And this is the excerpts from our Indian Oil annual report of this year. So this is from June 2020, wherein we say we have incubated 24 startups in 2 rounds of funding. And within 2 years, we have jointly filed 11 patents and 6 copyrights with our startup partner. So this, I am starting with the end result, and then I will take you along what Indian Oil Startup Fund is all about, how people can make use of that, and be our partner in terms of joining the Indian Oil Startup Scheme. So I'll start with objective. And I promise I'll not take more than 10 minutes to take you through this startup scheme, and then we'll have few questions. So the objective of this Indian Oil Startup Scheme is, of course, to promote innovation and new technologies. But more than that, create an ecosystem to promote and nurture entrepreneurship, provide expert guidance, turning bright ideas into reality in the energy or petroleum or infrastructure space. I'll also share with you which all areas are covered into our startup scheme. But it is for people who dare to dream and who have all those competencies which I talked about, or who are at least looking to nurture those competencies. This startup scheme broadly encompasses 2 areas, right? So first is your technology process reengineering, wherein you build new technology, build a new product, build a new solution. So technology, product, solution, etc., etc. The second area is your business process reengineering. So wherein you come out with new ways of doing things. You identify certain needs which probably would help our energy sector, in some ways grow better. So maybe some productivity tools and things like that. So all this gets covered under business process reengineering. So what we do, what we provide, as USA was also asking, we provide incubation till POC stage in terms of physical and intellectual support, which includes mentoring, guiding the startup, testing, also providing testing facilities wherever feasible, and also financial support, wherein this funding is over a period of 36 months, 3 years, for TPRE projects, which are, product or new technology, which takes a bit longer time actually to come to market. And for 18 months for this business process reengineering or the productivity related or AI, machine learning and things which Uma was talking about earlier would get covered under this BPRE projects. But there was one question: is it part of our CSR or corporate social responsibility? So the answer was no, because we take the startup scheme as an investment. So all of this funding is linked to agreed and acceptable milestones. So the startup founder really has to go the extra mile, burn the midnight oil, really work hard to achieve those milestones and then get funded. It's very similar to your the other angel investors who really look at the POC, proof of concept ideas before they really agree to fund you. So what are some of the projects? And this list is not exhaustive, but since the time was limited, I have tried to kept it minimal. These are process or product innovations which have significant business potential, also social relevance, which are focused on this environment protection issue. So अगर आपका solar से related project है, और electric vehicle or new forms of energy से related है, वो आ जाएगा. Project which has clear objectives for technology, business process re-engineering, which is having relevance to Indian Oil's business or oil sector, वो आ जाएगा. Operating solutions for various domains of our business, और कोई री इंजीनियरिंग का आइडिया आ जाता है, कोई डी बॉटलनेकिंग का आइडिया हो, कोई डी रिस्किंग हो, कोई अनसर्टेनिटी रिड्यूस करना हो, कोई जीरो और मिनिमम वेस्ट जनरेशन का आइडिया हो. सो all such ideas which are of social relevance as well as they have business potential. So why we have defined this scope? The idea is when the companies they are getting into this startup space, उनकी जो अपनी competency है, right now I talked at length about the competencies of the startup founders, but जब कंपनी उसमें पार्टनर करती है, so इंडियन ऑयल जैसी कंपनी जिस स्पेस में वी हैव द कॉम्पिटेंस, वी आर जॉइनिंग हैंड्स टू mentor, help or guide the startup founders in that very space, wherein we can also add value to the concerned startup. So अगर हम देखें तो एक आइडिया था कि कौन से प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं जो नहीं सपोर्ट होते हैं. ये बेसिक क्वेश्चन आया होगा जो भी ये कॉन्वर्सेशन को सुन रहा है. तो जो बेसिक या एक्सप्लोरेटरी रिसर्च वर्क है, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल आई हैव डन दिस रिसर्च ऑन द कॉम्पिटेंसीज व्हिच आर रिक्वायर्ड फॉर स्टार्टअप्स. दीज आर बेसिक एक्सप्लोरेटरी रिसर्च वर्क. विदाउट टेक्नोलॉजी और कमर्शियलाइजेशन का कोई ऑब्जेक्टिव नहीं है. दीज आर नॉट कवर्ड अंडर द स्टार्टअप स्कीम. Ideas which are against Make in India concept are not covered. Ideas which have no clearly defined plans to implement, or the ideas which are not saleable, are not covered under this. Projects which has no innovation, अगर copy paste model है, वो covered नहीं है इसमें. And few other areas which are there, which you can see. रिसर्च या पीएचडी में जो प्रोजेक्ट है वो नहीं कवर्ड है इसमें. सो दिस इज नॉट अ रिसर्च फेलोशिप प्रोग्राम. दीज आर हार्ड कोड, वेल थॉट आउट बिजनेस आइडियाज, जिसमें सिनेरियो बिल्डिंग भी किया हुआ है, जिसमें फोरकास्टिंग भी किया हुआ है, जिसमें प्रोजेक्शन भी किया हुआ है, जिसमें बिजनेस पोटेंशियल भी क्लियरली निकल के आ रहा है. सच आइडियाज आर सपोर्टेड अंडर इंडियन ऑयल स्टार्टअप स्कीम. तो अगर आप पूछोगे कि कैसे आइडिया सेलेक्ट होते हैं, आई वाज शेयरिंग विद उमा द अदर डे कि वी गेट आइडियाज इन टर्म्स ऑफ थाउजेंड्स, एंड देन वेरी स्टिफ 2-3 राउंड्स ऑफ स्क्रीनिंग टेक्स प्लेस एंड वी कम आउट विद सेलेक्ट फ्यू. सो लाइक 24 वी आर इंक्यूबेटिंग नाउ. तो उसमें एक पहले तो ओपन इनोवेशन का राउंड है जहां पे आप अपने आइडियाज को जितने अच्छे से ऑनलाइन प्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं वो करिए. फिर एक स्क्रीनिंग राउंड है. बेसिस योर सबमिशन फ्यू आइडियाज आर स्क्रीन्ड. सो जो भी आइडियाज में पोटेंशियल होता है, और आई एम सेइंग आइडियाज, इट इज नॉट लिमिटेड टू आइडियाज. जहां आपका पूरा प्रूफ ऑफ कॉन्सेप्ट, जैसा आप पीएचडी के लिए अप्लाई करते हो तो एक पूरा बनाते हो कि मेरा किस तरह से दिस आइडिया विल वर्क एंड व्हाई इट विल वर्क, हाउ इट विल वर्क, वेयर इट विल वर्क, व्हेन इट विल वर्क, व्हाट इज द पोटेंशियल. ये वेल थॉट आउट जो होता है उसको लेके स्क्रीनिंग होती है. द आइडियाज विच आर स्क्रीन्ड, then the founders they are called for this presentation before a group, very much like your investors they do. वहां पे फिर आइडिया सेलेक्ट होते हैं. फिर some of the ideas they are incubated with Indian Oil के उसमें जो हमारे जो experts हैं, they also help you in incubation, and then वी मूव टू कमर्शियलाइजेशन. सो जो अभी हम लोग ने जो बात की थी कि वी हैव फाइल्ड 11 पेटेंट्स एंड 6 कॉपीराइट्स इन पार्टनरशिप विद द स्टार्टअप प्रमोटर, दैट मीन्स वो आइडिया भी उस स्टेज में आ गया है कि इट इज रेडी टू गो फॉर कमर्शियलाइजेशन. So before commercialization, what we do, we file patent and we do copywriting and whatever is required. So this concept was very much there in USA. Since they had a great startup ecosystem, but that has now come to India also. So we copyright the ideas and then we go commercial and then we make that idea work. So अगर आप मुझसे पूछो कि कौन कौन से फैक्टर्स हैं जो हम देखते हैं both during screening as well as selection. So 1 minute. जो लेफ्ट में जो पाई है ये आपका स्क्रीनिंग है, बिकॉज देन स्क्रीनिंग में यू आर नॉट देयर टू प्रेजेंट योर आइडियाज, राइट. सो स्क्रीनिंग में जैसे आप यहां से स्टार्ट करो, सो टेक्निकल फिजिबिलिटी ऑफ द आइडिया, लेवल ऑफ इनोवेशन, दीज आर द वेटेजेस. कमर्शियल इंपैक्ट कितना होगा, आपका कमर्शियल स्ट्रैटेजी क्या है, आपकी बिजनेस फिजिबिलिटी क्या है, आपके पास टीम कौन सी है, व्हाट इज द टीम यू आर ब्रिंगिंग, व्हाट आर द रिस्क्स विथ योर आइडियाज एंड व्हाट इज योर मिटिगेशन प्लान, एंड हाउ इट इज रिलेवेंट टू द बिजनेस एज अ होल. सो ये जो पाई है, दिस इज हाउ योर आइडिया इज स्क्रीन्ड, एंड आई कैन शेयर this with you, and also towards the end I'll share the website details also, जिसमें ये सारे डिटेल्स दिए हुए हैं. और जो राइट साइड में पाई है, दिस इज द सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस. सो सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस में क्या होता है, पर्सनल इंटरेक्शन होता है, सबके वेटेजेस हैं, आपका इनोवेशन कंटेंट को देखा जाता है डीपली, इन डेप्थ एनालिसिस होता है फॉर द फाइनेंशियल वायबिलिटी ऑफ द प्रपोजल. वो टेक्नोलॉजी है या प्रोसेस है या प्रोडक्ट है, वो एलिमेंट कितना स्ट्रांगली है आइडिया में, वो देखा जाता है. देन above all, encompassing everything, what is the robustness of your plan. So Uma's idea can be better than my idea by a small margin, say by 5 percentage points, but I have a more robust business plan to take my idea forward. Probably I will get the benefit in the selection round. So these are the two stages, and as I promised you, I'll not take more than 10 minutes. So sharing some of the few startups which we started with. So it could be as simple as, some nano filter somebody had developed, or advanced GPS system, or smart fuel management kiosk. So all these are futuristic projects, and these are some of the projects which were selected during the first round of funding and which we are working with them. Some of them are related to your technology process and some of them are related to your business process. So as mentioned by Uma at the very beginning, we will have a brief overview of the Indian Oil Startup Scheme. We had an in-depth discussion on the competencies required for startup, and this is the brief overview, or I would say the bird's eye view of Indian Oil Startup Scheme. So I think that will be very, very, useful for all of you. This was more of a technical presentation. So, what we have tried to share with you is what Indian Oil Startup Scheme is all about. And I'll not limit myself to only Indian Oil Startup Scheme. There are some other big companies, big corporations like NTPC or ONGC or GAIL. They also have their own startup schemes. And the objective or the criteria is slightly different for each startup scheme. So all the details are available in the websites, and this Indian Oil Startup Fund.in is where you will find all these details which I shared with you. Whatever I've shared with you, everything is available in public domain, except of course the competencies which I shared is part of the original work. So more details I think you can get here. And as you can see from this picture, what we are looking at is fresh ideas and not the copy paste ones. So thank you very much, friends. That's all I had to share for this. Hope it was both interesting as well as informative. Thank you very much.
Yes, indeed, it was very, very informative, I would say. I had very basic or slight idea that what Indian Oil Corporation is doing, specifically in terms of startup ecosystem. One thing which is quite surprising and amusing, that Indian Oil is the richest company in India, and just 30 crore, 30 CR, or I mean 40 CR fund, just 15 startup. Why is it so? Why not? I mean, more fund has been placed into this, or maybe encourage more. Because the intention, because Indian Oil is not considering this as an expense, rather it's an investment. Although it's not the exact oil and gas business, but similar sort of business have been picked up. So why not more?
Yes. Good question. And one line answer. We are a startup only in this space. So we are starting small, and we are really putting our money in good hands. So when you are startup, take care of your cash, honor it. This cash is, after all, the king, as I said. So we are starting up in the startup space. So one should start cautiously and start small. So certainly we'll grow big with good results coming in. Of course, Indian Oil. In fact, to share with you, the other day we celebrated our Indian Oil's birthday, right? And somebody was sharing with us that when we started with a paid up capital of only 72 crore rupees. And today we are 500,000 crore plus. So 500,000 crore. So it's a lot of zeros. Though our profit is not that much, but because we are a company which is also into the social space, right? So our tagline actually is Pehle Indian, Fir Oil. So that's how Indian Oil is defined, right? So first India. So suppose we have to get our oil to Ladakh, even at a loss, we would not say that I'll only sell at Bombay, Delhi, or Chennai and not take the product to Ladakh. So Pehle Indian, Fir Oil. So we started 72 and we are at 500,000. So we have started small, is what you can say. We have just begun. So we are still sprinting that 100-meter which I was talking about.
So
Slowly you'll see a marathon. Yeah.
What are the plans? If you can share that, what kind of future, investments, or
Uma,
growth you
actually,
see?
it's a good point. In fact, every company which has started in this space, and since as late as 2014 is when the companies also saw startup as one of the areas to enter. They all have their own business plans regarding this startup, right? They have their own business plan. So IOC also consciously decided, like few other companies like GAIL, to start with the manageable numbers of startup. So it's not something which we just put our money on and we leave it like that. We are actually partnering in the startup. In fact, mm, uh, I had the opportunity to, though I am not handling this area directly, and though I am sharing it with the startup champions, I would say, who are listening to me. Uh, I had the privilege of meeting some of the startup founders, and they are so passionate, not only because of the startup they are working in, but also because of their partnership with Indian Oil. And they are saying that we are getting personal attention. Each of the startup is getting personal attention by by the people, like your mentors. अगर आपने जो मेंटोरिंग तो पढ़ाई है एज अ एचआर कॉन्सेप्ट, बोथ ऑफ अस हैव रेड दिस. अगर आपको एक इंडिविजुअल को अगर 100 यंगस्टर्स को मेंटर करने बोला जाए, तो हाउ मच टाइम ही और शी वुड बी एबल टू डिवोट? एक जन के 4 मेंटर्स हैं, सो ही वुड बी एबल टू गिव पर्सनल टाइम टू ईच वन ऑफ देम. So likewise, we are looking at each startup as our pro teach whom we are mentoring. So this is the number as far as today we are there, and tomorrow would be a new world. So probably in the next conversation with you, we'll have a business plan also. Would be sharing that. And secondly, one important part which I thought I'll mention, but I missed out. So now I'm mentioning it. When I was presenting this startup competencies earlier, and there was one very, very relevant question which had come is, are the same competencies relevant once the startup matures, or there is some change in the competencies? So I want to put this across that this is only half of the research which I have presented today. The other half is left for some other day, which is when the startup matures, which all competencies need to be added into your basket and which one is no more required. So that is for some other day. And same would be with the business plan. But believe me, though they are only 15 into 2 is 30 and 24 are successfully running now, which is a big number. If we had 100, probably still 24 would be running, right? So, or maybe 20 would be running, because we would not be giving that much attention to all of them. So 24 are running. Maybe the future will be larger and we'll invest more and we will gain more from that, maybe.
Glad that you have brought this point, that you have mentioned in your first presentation that by third round of funding, the CEOs are required to go out of the company. So it essentially means that the competency which they had
Yes.
earlier are no more relevant, or the organization has outgrown. So new set of competencies are required, and which is also not developable. I mean, the management or investors now feel that this individual cannot grow or develop new set of competencies. Any thoughts on this aspect, that why this kind of trend is happening?
Good point. In fact, as a practitioner, both as a business, practitioner as well as HR practitioner, I would not accept that any competency cannot be grown or nourished or nurtured, right? You can develop any competency, right? If you have the will, you have the passion, you have the, dedication, the competencies can be developed or honed. The point is probably, and I am not sure because you in the startup space would know more, probably these investors are the ones in hurry. So probably they need a new set of people who are ready as per them, and as per them they can deliver better value to the stakeholders. After all, the startup, all of us are, working for the stakeholders, right? So probably those investors feel that they have a better guy who can deliver better value, and why not? And why not is the question. Because the founder himself is still one of the shareholder of the company. So if better managers can come and deliver better values, why not is the question. So, so that's how you would have read about some of the serial entrepreneurs, right? Serial startup founders who are founding one startup after the other and they are exiting. So, world is a lot more complex. It's not a straight line that एक start किया तो वही करते रहा. But anyway, interesting thought and interesting conversation with you, Uma. It was really interesting. And all those provoking questions also made me, introspect and think and then learn. So learning is the name of the game. So whatever however strong you are, however good your business idea is, never stop learning.
Thanks a lot, Salesh, sir. Although we initially thought that we would be able to wrap up in
Half an hour.
45 minutes or maybe maximum 1 hour, but it is now 1.5 hours which we have invested. And I am so happy that you have invested your precious time here. Earlier, as you have mentioned, that I had tried to have you on our show and our other conversation, but somehow you I mean are having so many responsibilities in your organization, and then unfortunately, but now in terms of quality and in terms of quantity as well, I have got my share. It was lovely knowing the information which you have given, the utmost clarity you have about your thoughts in terms of the 10 C's or the in terms of how we can develop. And yes, I tend to get into the finer details, and the cross questioning is better I mean haywire, but you have been able to take care of my random questions as well. So thanks a lot, sir. And hopefully we'll see you again on this I mean, program or anywhere else with more set of information for the founders or for the job seekers and for the HR. So you have been in HR, you have had it there. So thank you very much and see you once again.
Thank you, Uma, and thanks everyone. Have a great weekend. Have fun. And the last attribute would be the closing attributes for startup founders would be make your company a fun place to work. So that's what will differentiate you from others. Thank you very much.